The Hanging Girl in Room 6. Welcome to my channel. I'm your host. And today, we're going to be exploring the Hanging Girl in Room 6. It was supposed to be a fun weekend. A road trip with friends, laughter, music, memories. But they made one mistake. They chose the wrong place to spend the night. There's an old roadside motel just off Highway 14 in West Virginia. It's not on any maps. There is no website. There are no reviews. The locals call it the Gallows Inn, because Room 6 still remembers what happened there. Now, so do they. The room smelled like mold. The wallpaper was peeling, but it had 2 beds and a couch. Taylor took the couch. Chris and Leo shared one bed. Mia and Jenny took the other. They joked. They ate snacks. They told ghost stories. But Mia kept staring at the closet. It had a padlock on it, and there were deep scratches around the doorframe. At 2:13 a.m., the power went out. The room plunged into darkness, and that's when they heard it. Creak, creak, creak. The sound of a rope swinging above wood. Jenny turned on her phone light and saw something that still haunts her dreams. A girl hanging right there. At the foot of the bed, her head twisted, her eyes wide open. Then she vanished. They ran to the front desk, but the old woman just looked at them and said, "You saw her too, huh?" She explained that years ago, a girl named Lydia Monroe checked into room 6. She was 17, pale, always quiet. No one knows why she did it, but one morning the housekeeper opened the closet and found her hanging from a beam inside. The note she left said only, "He said he'd never let me leave." Since then, guests in room 6 have reported the same thing. The power cuts out at 2:13 a.m. They hear rope swinging, and they see her hanging, watching. One man had a seizure in the room. A woman claimed her own hair was tied around her neck while she slept. The group packed up to leave, but their car wouldn't start. There was no signal, no internet, no help. So they waited for morning. But then Taylor disappeared. They found her standing in the closet. The padlock was broken. Her eyes were blank. She whispered, "He said, I belong here now." Rope burns on her neck. They dragged her out and drove away as soon as the sun rose. Taylor never spoke again. And none of them ever spoke of room 6 after that. Sometimes spirits stay behind, not because they want to, but because someone else made them stay. Do you ever get that feeling? It's like something is watching you, studying you, waiting for you to make the smallest mistake so it can pounce. That's how I feel whenever I try to watch horror movies in my car. Something always goes wrong. My car won't start. I run out of gas. The screen freezes. But that's all just background noise to me, because I'm too busy screaming at the characters, telling them what a horrible mistake they've made, staying in that house or hitchhiking down that dark road. When we think we're being clever, outsmarting danger by staying inside, we forget that sometimes the darkest places aren't houses or roads, they're rooms. Rooms we think are safe. Rooms like room 6. Do you know what I'm talking about? That place where everything looks normal from the outside, but once you step inside, all the walls close in. You're trapped and there's no escape. We've all been there before. We call them hotel rooms. Have you ever stayed in a hotel room? Come on, be honest. Don't lie, of course you have. Who hasn't? Well, I'm going to need you to forget everything you think you know about hotel rooms. Everything. Forget about the mini fridges and the free Wi-Fi and the flat screen TVs. Because when we walk into a new hotel room, we're not just signing in. We're also signing our names to a contract written in blood. We don't realize it until it's too late. Because sometimes when we step into a hotel room, we're stepping into someone else's story. Stories of love and loss, joy and fear, life and death. All those people we never met, they're still there inside the walls. They're hiding in plain sight, in the worn-out carpet or the chipped paint on the windowsills. When we switch on the lights, we're blinding them. When we turn up the TV, we're drowning out their whispers. But when we turn our backs, that's when they strike. And if we're not careful, they might just drag us into their world forever. That's what happened to Taylor and her friends. They thought they were just signing in for a night's stay. Instead, they were signing their names onto a guest book of the damned. There are some places that hold on to pain, not because they want to, but because someone else forced them to. Places like room 6. Have you ever seen the movie Final Destination? The main character has a premonition of a plane crash, So he changes his flight and survives. But then everyone else starts dying, one by one, in accidents that mirror their deaths on the plane. And the whole time there's this grim reaper death, taking notes, making sure no one escapes their fate. Well, something like that happened in room 6, only it wasn't death taking notes. It was a man. A man who held on to the past so tightly that even ghosts couldn't pull him away. His name was Thomas Walker, who was the owner of the motel, but he wasn't your average motel owner. No. He had secrets hidden under his skin like scabs, things he never wanted to remember, things he tried to bury. But sometimes the past has a way of clawing its way back up, especially when you're staying in room 6. Thomas had taken his secrets to the grave, but they didn't stay there. Instead, they seeped through the floorboards, through the walls, through the very air you breathe. And then one day a girl walked in, Lydia Monroe. She had secrets of her own, secrets that fit perfectly with Thomas's, a puzzle of pain and betrayal and loss. They say opposites attract, but in this case, it was secrets that brought them together. They say the first cut is the deepest, but for Lydia, it was the second cut that killed her. The first cut was the day her father left, leaving her mother and sister behind. The second cut was the day her mother died. She felt abandoned. She felt alone. And then she met Thomas, promised her comfort. Well, he promised her love. But he also had a darkness inside him, a darkness that mirrored her own. It was like looking in a funhouse mirror, distorted, grotesque, dangerous. One night, Thomas snapped. He lost control. He hurt Lydia. He hurt her so badly that she never woke up. Now, her spirit is stuck in that room, haunting the hallways, searching for answers, searching for peace. They say the past is never dead. It's not even past. Maybe that's why room 6 still remembers what happened there. Because the past isn't just history. It's alive. It breathes. It bleeds. It screams. If you ever find yourself lost in the mountains and you see a flickering sign that reads Mountain View Motel, keep driving. Don't stop. Don't ask any questions. Just keep driving, because some motels are more than just a place to lay your head. They're monuments to tragedy, testaments to pain. They're graveyards of the heart. And if you're unlucky enough to stumble across one, whatever you do, don't open the closet. Because sometimes the hanging girl isn't just a ghost. She's a warning. Warning that some doors are best left unopened. Some secrets are best left buried. Some nightmares are best left unswooned. Because once you open that closet, you're opening yourself up to a world of hurt. And if you're not careful, she might just pull you in and never let you go. Thank you for watching. Have you ever stayed in a haunted hotel room? Let me know in the comments below. And if you like this video, please hit the thumbs up button and subscribe for more terrifying tales.